nipa kra me ne ka say in studio Alfred Abebio Kumi, National Communications Team Member Alfred Abebio Kumi, Adenta Kumi na dodo na de friend no bako de na mo na makodi ala echi a ekomunti moja ala echi die na maba NPP mo samo yesa enyefe eno a mo ye press conference de asema bo mama ne
enye komasem bia ne kwani nyame ni masem bia ni ho ne kwani wo asem bia ni bebia kom bia ni bebia
Abu Sakara se bakwaje bribe na mo mo jai
me ya se
wonye ni pato asa
me ya se penisa beka asem sa me ya pa but said the tete me no me bu peni nti me nka asem bia nti apeni what you say me nka asem because the way you talk no and the obeka no it tells more about your character. So I will not respond to frivolous allegations because you know the truth.
And what brought about the press conference? Was it needed?
So Nana, first of all, it was very needed. Nana, I was one of the people now you take front rows. Tama Alan, a year in the press conference for movement.
What must a picture away if I tell me?
Nana. Yes, and
I want to send for so what?
Oh, Nana media.
What?
We cried there.
Forward the man, Nana Kwame, mammy. No fan to Facebook. No fan to Facebook. Farmer producer, no fan to Facebook. Me too.
So, Nana, like it's absurd, very absurd, but we will carry ourselves well in this matter. And be true to ourselves. And when I'm yen aba abedu in pempenso way, being true to yourself. Assemble a new obi anya ye hwe enye kombina di obia ana ye frim ye na ye de ya kuma ye say ye be di ora alankojo chemanti echi ana ye say ye jai enye boni wa na de wakuma say obeye wa na so onye biom eno so boni ne sen
tell me to me na ada panimu nko sumurani na won kase wajai because we NPP member de do call Alan ho no se ogina ho na afre de uti NPP mo so wo mpe wajai kwa Alan
say oye party ba na you forfeit membership.
Yes,
it is okay say wajai just me say wajai then there should be more to it.
Makwasa
meanwhile o membership your friends say o membership card ko asa forfeit
then the man wajai NPP. Don't worry.
So, first of all, the VA elections, for me, I can speak for myself personally. Me Obiana, I was emotionally invested into Alankojo Chemanti. I started even.
There's a wakuma did
Papa. Obiaka said, "Bekrade na me a die-hard fan of
Alan.
Me your communication." Emma Alan, Timbia Meko radio, so cry and sana, me over a year, na me who Alan as a person da. Into Michia no crana, Abibum say, oh, guy na, I your casa will radio, so Emma wono. What you say? That's how I was even used to introduce to him. Anna, we built a relationship. I see him as a father figure. So I'm saying, Jinabe Bia and can one sembone because Obi awa dono da actually say, your papa no. You don't do that. Say bibi cry ba cry and no mommy who quite say mejina baby.
Then I can know one who am now was supporting when he was an NPP member.
I mean, I believe in gentility and the charisma. Said na usikasa. I mean, when you get closer to him, you know, say he's a nice man. The way he talks to people.
Yes, one more can flag bearers and woman dentist.
Nana, you have to be honest with yourself. Bibi wa you look at bibi timi flash we ni ma ba ko bi ukoto ade kra market kra ya ka se duwe ma ka se upe we ya so wan sha ba ko du fie no na sa ade na open kra yeah they were giving you something good. So we all make mistakes. That's why we share a statement in ma you see we accept it that we made a mistake. Obiane the reason o ka say we made a mistake
and them mfum so na say Alan suban asesa
ye fu so na say we should have stayed in our party to build the party. That's we should have stayed in the party to build in the party. I just say you could be candidate BH candidate no or take group will be an ARG and a BIG and na omuye election woman as candidate in so win ya. You better say best at you better and one could see that being. The truth is,
and I'm it's
not about him. That's the point. The truth is, for me, two significant things. The love I have for the NPP, one. The second thing is how Dr. Bawumia has conducted himself. We left the party at a party near Messi. Yes, and Jinan Krani Muntitin Krani. The good thing, I mean, and a certain opportunity and experience to know what is water, which is life, and what is what? Alcohol. And then was so inside as well as you. And I mean, who say, in so dear, in Kwagum, and science soon in the NPP. Now, mean to mean to me, Fuman, Knessa Akeke, just because of a certain emotions being here. We are building a future. And as a political person, that me person me be at the bois me mine. I cannot be making decisions or just moving about based on impulse emotions. What you say? And me accept it. Say mo be broom in diaka say ni say I thank God say just like
because
the
prodigal son. Because it will be difficult for
no.
somebody to believe say what's I am bampa. Next time won't say nebium.
I mean, I accept it, but we are here not to prove to anyone, but to prove to ourselves, say, we know that we made the right decision. Yeah, Bambi prove it to anyone. We told the General Secretary, say, we are not coming to prove to anyone. We must fight our own fight. To say, 6,480.
More five pictures, no more saka, more fan tour.
May you made that way.
More fan tour.
6,000 in and almost come back to
NPP. Nah, but what's it?
6,000 in and almost come back to
sending me message.
Almost come back to NPP.
Well,
okay.
Well, until they are sending.
May send
well, Crawford, you almost not say Mukra January, ya or denta. So could deny us MP.
Oh, and this year, January, one, denta, this year,
January, Yan and Amadenta, your campaign, so we are MPP.
So
it's a flyer than a montation, Brebe.
Adia Bako, make us a main support, Yakusia Menusua, na meboa. Because even in Alan's speech, Alan can assembly in his speech or can assembly or say you can support the presidential candidate and support your party candidate in your constituency. So make us say menye juma ma akosua menua na beboa in the Adenta constituency. Yes, we me precede no. Yes, we obi die ya na den. Wo die so ye. So say ono so ba benya flag bearership no. Obabe ye parliamentary candidate. Ama we winning it there. I've supported her. What you say? I want to send a picture.
And she supported her as a movement member supporting an NPP candidate.
So that's why I'm being clear. Say, Alan, even in his speech, Eka say, you can support him, Alan, as the candidate. You can support him, Alan, as the candidate, and also support your parliamentary person. I person supporting. What I say? How can I support Akusia Menu just like that? There's a party machinery on the ground that made it supporting. And I'm in true letter will be also say, na me free MPP nim. What I say? Me true letter will be say, me free MPP nim. You can ask anybody. I never wrote any letter say me free MPP.
I saw more MPP pamo mono na letter no me tro ko.
But say
na say ya hono. Because it was the known faces and but the party constitution is clear. Once you move or you decide to support an independent candidate or you become an independent candidate,
but I think airdrop will be the best.
Oh, their family, so don't worry.
Also, Apple no, we yana kogu internet.
Yeah, but everybody for 10 minutes. Until bet me their oh dear, ube whom me deal boy, ube whom me deal my and everybody for 10 minutes, ube whom deal bet me their
me ya mouse
yeah. Internet no nti what's more any pay say?
They say yes 6,480.
How did you put that number together?
So
because I'm up for one that Alan name etita for a time that yes. Na mo move film yes 6,000. Send your account in the
year crap free. They now do to send their okay. And I don't believe it. I mean you.
Well, it's also surprising to me, but I can tell it's a movement in your doors who sings.
Why I drop it? More doors who say 6,000.
Yeah, your doors who sings.
How do we verify? Say more.
Oh yeah, maybe I may send it way now. Then you see. I'm doing the airdrop. Then you see. So yes, income movement.
I want to cry when you remember.
So I'm sending all.
And Abu Sakara somebody bribe.
My communication and my movements. Now I'm sending. Now it's your phone.
What the kakra want to send me 10 minutes. While you are sending the main call a year, Minya Bema, a year, Joshua Kwame Fuga, or a national communication team member, Emma NDC. Joshua Martin.
Yeah.
I've got my idea now. I said, Ocean Dean, who are
Nana, Mamma Chow.
Na
menchia ahwefoni tiefo. Na menchia producers adwumaso amobama gan. Anopena metio on the performance tracker no. And na ya debia such revealing. Se mekase revealing na se say ya debia mo biebie nwoma bi so ama mo tiefo na ahwefo hu se performance tracker no nokrebi wo ma na se nokrebi nim. Mame enchia ye party mpenyufo a omoda ya no ye national executives. Nana ya wonim se china na ye da
na opoku ajiman.
Yes, the official outdooring of our running mate. Our UPSA. And Tinamebo China ye 2 and San Fremunina, Mumasha DFA. Now Mumasha DNT NDC as a political party. No 2020, ye kwa about near the Nana by Otimiti votes no so difference. I did lose 2020 no Otimiti so about less than almost about a little about 500,000. Nature say in politics no ye cause a consistency ya dibia where ye pa. And the China between and Safre Onua media general or the TV station momahwe at the fair far and this was why you buy idea. Ye best say fa wani munyam ebeta adwuma de nechi. Na minua no the ntia na mehwe ni di no won say politics.
No, but nipa 6,000 from movement go back to
onze adibia say we obi a we researcher na so we obi a we need that from optimism some mo ken na se bi ono na we free more dia yenim but utie Alan for so nkofo a omo kasa na kire say be mo aye wo kasa yi omu susu se wakwa akoji sika bi efre ye NPP for Abu Sakara na eka se wakwa akoji sika na me amitie na ono ankaza 2000 na me amitie na on this show kra no the inconsistencies wo mkakra the enti na opa Alan asem echire ono ade Alan nsem bi ese ye adwuma the enti o support a certain parliamentary candidate in a certain constituency me the future am de be man say consistency and loyalty is key in politics. And this but
around this time too, politicians you see them touting the fact that if you MPP were by NDC, if you NDC were by MPP, any other you people, you know, and you enjoy that kind of.
Oh, they say no na jinima. Wabet na reduce or say over 6,400. I will be saying say how did they come by that number? And Numpokrano on prove to me because almost from various parts of the country. Let's talk Ashanti region now will be Oba Greater Accra, Uko Volta, Uko Eastina. Say what they make and say. And now me crime bisan say, who jai MPP, what is the process? And I will say Babaka, what is the process? Onua ka say one truck at Abiasi with jai MPP. And this uncle for 6,400 no. Me say bisan say omo trokrata na so man trokrata but ni name no NDC as a political party the beka ne say the enim say MPP emu adwudwa to the point say in there Alan camp ho ye wo ache mafia for camp ache mafia no omo de baomia na ato ano baomia is not really baomia nkasa don she dey camp ache mfo no na omo de na ato ano as obi a omo e control no ene wo Kennedy Japan so a camp ho in the MPP name achiche so whatever goes on there no the NDC as a political party the ehwe say ye be boabo ye fia no near the ahon ties SLC John Dramani Mahama any professor Nana Jempuku Adjuma echi se na be ya ye be siesie fie ni agi Ghana fi oye na ye kum no because wo hwe reasons are gentleman yoka so odi free your friends NPP di ko join movement for change. The okay na say ohwe Alan Kojo Chamata very very gentle. Na if it was no saka bi say anamontuo bi Dr. Mamu Bamietu after on elections no money age. Enye Dr. Mamu Bamia ena nanu ya okobubu kine Japan adamfo buildings no.
Oh nyabote. Asem no say ne nua bema Abu Ramadan. Ena abrantie papa no si dan na kire se. Abu na lidi asrafo bi. Edi ko no ne nan be du bi a wasie. Every press conference na ne ko
sa.
Ne nan du bi a wasie. Ewo East Legon ho ba bi a wo de be shelter.
Good.
Se baby a free bi asa vote ashanti na bankra na unya baby na. Utumi koda ho free ya won yiska. Wo se Abu Ramadan. Ena di animu ba e bebubu ye na wo munua baako. Ena wo se asase ne ye ne dia na wo so wo de kosi abusu afie.
Mate. Na ya Abu Ramadan ne die ne Bamia yere.
Ni nua no no.
Enye ni nua.
Ayi.
Ena mi bisa se.
Na se ni nua
Bamia de biti.
Ekwobu de dan fa Samira.
Oh na se Samira as obi oye the wife the second lady of NPP. Ni nua bema.
Because Samira nua so ye NDC ni wa MP o wa the entire Samira nua pen.
So what did they make her say? Ena kine Japan ye kana asem no. Oni wokunu and the call primaries. Oni wokunu call primaries no on a tough contest. Enti adamontu aminya ne ka se ba omietu anamon bia reconcile party no. This is a typical example America chief na for say Bamia have never taken any step. And I'll be tempted to believe say in sema ko focus say minyo yakwa akodi sika na oye de oye. I'm tempted to believe say no krebi wom. Because Dr. Mamu Bamia ne yedi nua. Dr. Mamu Bamia na your friends na asew.
Na konta.
Na konta. And akwa ko bubu ke Japan building.
Enye kan dia o.
Ken
Adamfo. In fact, I think say one on a raising funds at the mark Ken during the campaign.
Yes. So Ken has an interest in that building.
Asem no kra ko pie o manpanyin that dia okufo.
Yes. So what they make her say? And clearly no, there's a power play here. Between Ken's camp and Dr. Mamu Bamia's camp. Clearly.
But what has this that you are talking about got to do with move?
No, they all can say
NPP.
No, who be signed the intia or free NPP or call movement for change or say back.
More pictures.
And all can say me say Dr. Mamu Bamia Namon to be away to after more presidential primaries no a very reconciliatory. And I remember one typical example say this step by the in-law and reconciliatory because this one was very avoidable.
Entina say ya na makwa back ma mi san back enti pictures na on TV no so no way ye ya o mokoye. I remember this funeral any atare we ya mo share de ko ye na se na wo ho meboa ye hu ye pa. I remember I was there too. Yeah, and no I'm say I think say was State House, right? It was State House. Dear wo kufo yere Teresa kufo bra o mo de to mpem ma Ghana fo nyina akwa na ne achi na ala na eba no o mo entuma no o matwa e na hu se eye enei abrantie no wodi animu bia na wo kọ Alfred Abebiokumi. The second picture hu no what say ye can say amensa nifa the second to Alan mensa nifa so the second to Alan say eno so ntoma ya frafranton ntoma no what the shirt yeah what chain move to the next one what in chain tum so mudi nkomo we minim se na ya Alan fie o na he fa Alan fie and the office
voter region
tama nsuo no yo mepe bra mo call mepe na mo ko tia mo ko mepe no nipa ba ko a no so to nwom pam Edema Blasters Grace and I know one net holo and afe one of the members of movement obefi ha one also eti hobie Safo Kantanka one also eti Grace and chain na eye ya brantie Alfred Abebio ɔno so ɛte ɛyɛ nkyɛn ho baabi na ɔyɛ na ɔyɛ den.
Yeah, Greater Accra program we no.
And now,
so as a leader no.
na ɛsɛ mo cleaning hɔ kama. Ada ala ho scan your.
Oh, and yet you see, politics is not about money. You have to do your business. Anna nyamiadum your boy home modern pa. Politics is not about money.
That no yeah can adwuma bɛ na.
Ose.
Adwuma bɛ na.
I'm a consultant. And I'm a co-store.
Consultant wɔ he.
Vision Love, that's my company.
And also co-store.
I'm a co-store.
Until you me for 2,000 mrabo. What was the amount 2,000?
Me
because we only pass 6,000 to be 2,000. Yes, can get to.
Me manager or show me co-store cra ahina yetiano. Me manager or show me co-store a month ahina yetiano. Not 2,000 Ghana cedi.
But now when I convince me the night. When I convince 6,000 in answer or mundi factor and answer.
So as I'm say for 3 months now, I've been very quiet. Producer. I've been very quiet, and I was doing a self introspection. So, but that would be crack and assembly and draw radio say, hey, no be a wo you share alarm pictures 20 18. A year day na and usu we free alarm. But I was a very active member of the team. Very, very active member. And I'm here to bring people on board. So my quietness became very loud. My silence became very loud. And my microphone started from then so mano. Sometimes I'm in over a month ago, and I'm in a call of a group of people. Say, mommy. Through me, and some of them came to movement. So they are what? They want to leave. And I was very quiet. And so I was like, if you want to leave, that's fine. But even in myself, I wanted to leave. And when I didn't come, say if you want to leave, let's do it so that the party knows. Say, try no, party no.
After the press conference, no movement for Nafro.
Oh, no, before
before I would die, no.
Yes, I sent him an official message to let him know. Say, I mean, he just as a father figure, then obey. Obama advice, say you have to be careful out there. Like you made your choice because you know, say I've really thought long and hard of it.
Where receive it right?
Yes, of course. Oh, I mean, you be crack at you want to bribe a threat now receive it. Yes, me leaky document ama uraba umia. Yes, NPP work at 2,000. ABC ama me 50,000. Yes, I see ama me 150,000. Your group back move for the messages. Yes, I ama me 250,000.
A group for almost for almost the more.
Like you discuss your group so the enco for kika say ya do and you know there's no it's but I'm happy whatever is happening to be very honest I've vindicated like my heart has been vindicated
so movement for the net
yes
so
yeah
so what that
sure.
In some okay is about him in some so
no I can only speak for myself
exactly
and
so don't speak for the 6,400
yes and you know what a common you know what a common goal
you cannot stand on air and say 6,000 because okay say na meet you na your communication skills kakra okay say na I na just said
Joshua wouldn't need any panel do
you know kwa
I'm for be some na ala no kora ni pasa na di na tia mo 6,400
you know kwa
so in Komona
but how do you prove their 6,400?
Oh, I don't have the database on my phone but
really?
I can send it to you then now how do you come to the 6,480? That's the point that you see when you're asking questions. We should ask very intelligent questions. That's where I want to correct you. You see, when you're making allegations, you have to be consistent with your allegation. Make us more 6,480 people are, and you say, "I'm sorry, na." Make us say you were 6,480 people. Nana, and none pay. I've had calls. Look at my phone. I've had calls from people telling me, say, they were afraid. And their group, you get groups of 10, groups of 5.
Just okay, come on, Bible 6,004. No,
I'm sure. Say by the time this week, so don't sit down and talk about what you don't know. And I'll be very honest. I'm coming back to work for the NPP because I know the number of people that are in movement. I'm telling you, Nana, it's not a joke. I know the number of people that are in movement, and I know that there are lots. Oh, Nana, we can count up to 100,000.
100,000.
No,
NPP.
You know, you're walker. You just look at the walk pictures. I don't know if you are getting the picture.
I'm trying to.
So, you see, when people make allegations, they should also look at the fact that there are activities that have been done, and people have appeared for those programs. So, I mean, if you don't understand,
movement and the walkie, Moko bass, boys, cat, Momo t-shirt, any idea no
one of the most important things in life, a organization. We be organizing program no cry into me. You have to be conscious and serious about what you are doing. So because what organizing in Crawford, if you are doing a program and you want it to be successful,
you have to organize.
You have to invite and organize. I say, a wedding now. Bible will be a wedding.
That is a crown out here, man for free NPP movement.
Nana, you see, I always say, God is my word. I know the work I've done. Will be a work.
Free NPP.
Collective work. But everybody play their part. I've sent Miko radio. I'm a casa. Some people just admire the passion that you show and the dedication you show to the work. Bible say whatever your hands.
So how many people do you move from NPP to movement?
Me to me can't say me moving Crawford say every in Crawford you be cry me new omo chat cry minim nipa na dodoa. But because you're on radio, because you're on TV, because you are speaking, people know you. You know you have a lot of followers even on your Instagram.
Yeah, I do.
I follow you on Instagram, but did you ever know?
No, I've never.
Yes, one of the days you posted a video about you jogging and an MP.
Yes.
And Obika, I even came to comment and say it's in her prerogative to post who she who follow no. Are you getting?
And he doesn't actually have a problem with it.
And people are following me that I don't know them. Is that you can't know everybody. I can't even have the contacts of 6,000 people on my phone. But by God's grace, we are moving them back.
Yeah, let's move on. I mean, Joshua, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has been speaking.
He doesn't have any clear policy.
And somebody be our candidates and saying crimes and ram who create your life. Sadden a former president tweeted saying, "O man yet train no o man check it ye so quiet tester." There are things that you have to do, or a lot of questions to ask. Among some of these things, free SHSR, or so person or review, he wants to look at it again. Yeah. Any idea? What is he really looking at?
Madam, let me say, Oman Biano Pese Ubu Omaya. It has been the position of the NDC, especially His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Say nyansa de eni obakufo etrim enunti be bosome be 6 months ni and audition say obo apro nti he told all the 60 regions which is here edumenku civil society organizations we see a teacher for professionals any idea just say wajiji nkofa adwen kire and it will amaze you say adwenkyere bi ankofo bi de be ma no sebe wote wo dem a sa adwen nya de be ba wotirim enti enche bia no ye de ye people's manifesto no ebeba it borders on building the Ghana that we want on my ye pese ye chichire no amenu mi no ye pese ye chichire eno na sa adwenkyere nya gi a ye de form sa the people's manifesto no enti enche bia after ye be die eye professor Edino ye be lanche
People's Manifesto.
No. It is a full representation of problems Ghana currently ekoma. Adwenkyere nkofo so dia maye no. Omo dia maye de ba be solve a problem no. On the issue of education, meje di pa se senior wonim no ya, wo de ye season journalist. Aban bia ba on to your education ase. Obekai from Dr. Kwame Nkrumah on the of education dia go kra. If you want Rollins to buy Rollins, the ADB by near Fenny Get Fund, Ghana Education Trust Fund. And I mean, I would say every day about Get Fund. almost about 6 million Ghanaians has benefited from
Get
Fund
Fund
scholarship. But yamfa nkwan ko gina TV so anase radio so anye fanfare ama nkofo say bia Rollins Get Fund no ye man for scholarship because now ye pese di amanyo sem ebe wura ye education system. Get Fund EDCC school adan bebre ye school nkonwa scholarships ni ade amekan ye no. Enti aban bi ni waba watoto education sekra na constitutional Ghana so ye churo ye no 1992 constitution no ya hye mu kina se Ghana ni bia no ewo mremu se ewo se ebedwum pempenso bi ye ma free education progressively enti and the policy bia so be introduce no ache bia no less than 3 years na ewo se with me review policy no because there's always a financial gap. The amount Get Fund from Rollins time, me as standing the test of time. Basically now me no kase and now no Get Fund in the more call for scholarships. The me as standing the test of time. They say, "Sa funding gap now Get Fund no it cures it because a fund be a create and near the bois a year Ghana for." But then ya maybe say say free SHS. And then you fund the free SHS. I bet me I catch him. You don't know because yen sheda encha eto anase fan bian to a ye di e fund free SHS entimi enye me nwanwa se na no a omo ye auditor general's report COVID-19 funds unti ye tambi di kodua free SHS COVID-19 funds I was meant to fight health any COVID no ye yibit ediko ye free SHS which means say there's a problem enti joma maka se o reviewer. And the beauty idea ye friend is a review now okay na no. The idea na urban a free teacher for no one eba. I am a member of the regional interparty and COSO committee in Ashanti region. Dr. Tukon and the national boss. Teachers for no nkasa any headmasters for no and the about akase oh oluma oba yesusu say free teachers no ye nsia and a beboa. Edu baby kwa oluma bi say almost say obeso obi so almost review no as they say ye betwe man almost dabi and no say na denti na headmasters for teachers for no mun cheche nkufo mu say review no as nchire say ye ba betwem almost almost kase ye be yi omodi and as ye be transform the omako go say class. So which means that there's fear and panic even in our secondary cycle institutions mpanyifo person bekasa. So
which aspects is he coming to review?
So one, so we share a school feeding now. And then also about decentralizing no or the amount a year headmasters phone, which is very important because headmasters phone those times no say maybe say because Kumasi High School. Those times the not feeding was handled by the school no. Anytime you have a pantry no aduane wo ho. Enti no what the responsibility now ma no headmaster ne say o making sure say emofran de bia the number didi and that me no can say is this how it is happening today there cause no who is responsible say obe making sure say emofran de didi
apart from feeding
and then light mpokra obe to school mu ho no say we light mpokra sa e also wo troko aban say aban ma sika no nkoto light. So there are so many problems. Feeding ye one and a two ye ka say we share the structure of free SHS. This is more run a double shift system. Most of the schools.
Yes, some of the schools.
Most. Don't wanna and quality me co school bosome miensa. No about between 4 months. Sister, you will not allow your daughter to go to such a school. But it's here you need choice bia. And the the quality of education was a nyano onya. Me no work say as we are speaking today. And cranny be wa omoda so tifia. One lady be oti me area mu. Obetini fe more than 3 months. And be say no buy your own cause was so yeah that's so e wo feel. And I'm say wow, obetini fe ache. Obetini fe so obos waye niti. No aboniti ni kama. Uhu na ase penyi. Me yem kwa shim za hwekwa na wanye mansa na wako school. And ti sa nyema ni na no serious. Because enkwa no wo fie chesa na ya na a problem. when pokwa ne tie ye se ono de wa be fie enkofo ni bi wo kwa no mo nko fie on betime twa nto acho ma for say e bi o school enti die ka ne say sa review we ya kan wasem no it is coming from the people, it is coming from the teachers, it is coming from the students for na church there for the headmasters for na ka say oluma no ba yesrew ye free sages isi egu ya be for bidi manusi no wonim say aban abofre bia no aban spending between 1,700 to 1,800 on each student every year on free SHS. Awofo spending between 5,000 to 8,000 Ghana cedis on their awards. So how free is this? Because we have implemented it poorly. There's no fund that you create my free SHS nintino. Ama debia dano. There's another burden on the parents.
Matemedase. My men call a movement come NPP. Alfred,
you're a full member of the New Patriotic Party.
Yeah, me a phone female. Alfred, Yanko, His Excellency former President. I'll say obey.
Mecca Masim Tiawa. I can never trust His Excellency the former President. One, why am I saying this? In the last few years, he's not given a clear-cut, consistent policy. My leaders are President Kufo. Above all the things he did, we knew him for one thing, which was what? National health insurance. The next person, Yebeka no wasem Ekufuado, free SHS. We're in this country, and President Kufo, Emma 4-year period, because when they review the curriculum, no, then I say time now. Yen kolano na ye disu ade no nesa ye ba ye NDC koya na ka se den on ba be review e den sem ye committee ni manifesto committee on review of education ye ba then on ba ye on betwe mu your question is say why should we believe them today when they say they will do a review? The current benefits and kolana enjoy no would they still enjoy? This is the same person who said if he had $1 billion, he will not invest it into education. So why should we trust him? What changed now? What changed now? So he's not someone, he's not demonstrated that leadership that we want to see from him at all. And I think it's a matter of trust. He cannot be trusted. Honestly, he's not someone that we can, Ghanaians cannot trust him. With the greatest of respect. Omuba yenim di omu pese omu ye review omu ken is already try ade bia obeye bia no periodically there are reviews going on, and the good thing is that we have a listening government. Maybe see na entwe here they go back and they try to correct their mistakes. Untimi nye ade enka say you've brought something novel and you get it all correct because prototype a different free ade na machines cry na yeah then you see you get issues around it. But the most important thing is your commitment. And that's what we've shown. The commitment we've shown, say, we will make Ghana's education one of a world class.
You don't think SHS needs any review?
No, I'm saying, say, even with what is going on, every period, the ministry does a review to know their shortfalls, what they are doing better. There can never be an institution in Ghana that are not doing review and not sending information to the president. It's never happening like that. So, sir, I think they have the notion, say, free SHS, Emma, Nanadu vote into almost all can be around the free SHS to bring a clear-cut, consistent policy and tell us what you want to do. Tell Ghanaians what your 24-hour economy, the rank and file of the NDC have still not been able to explain to us what they are telling. Oh, you've not been. Come on, please. Please. So I'm just
review of free SHS and you want me to talk about 24-hour economy? I will do that. I will do that and I'll educate you.
Joshua,
yes.
My friend in Casa. Alfred Casa. Your time.
Are you done? So, Madam, as me Kenya say, John Mahama is not someone you can trust when he says you do something. I can't trust John Mahama. Say also obey. I mean, even NDC as a party, they provide a scary alternative for us. So there's nothing I don't even want to go into, but we're already doing reviews in all government projects. In all government projects, we are doing review because everything you've done at the beginning for the first time, when you pilot it, you don't know what will happen. And now free SHS no, start to say free SHS no. The number now you're expecting, we've exceeded the number. It tells you say Ghanaians are interested in education. And now it's part of review. You say tracking system, doing it progressively and bring one year review our tracking system, madam. One year reviewer over tracking system. You have to be honest with the facts. If you don't sit down and look at the issues, would you just get up and say SHS are not yet? Because you saw say the numbers have changed. So you review it and say, okay, let's put this mechanism in place, maybe for 2 years, maybe for 3 years. Then we know say some more of the infrastructure and SE building. Now you are doing it progressively.
Medase Alfred, Mama we share appear stadium ne ba Juanita. Nyamiye appear Mahama. Maria Montessori School. Happy birthday. Juanita Nyamiye appear Mahama. Appear stadium. Neba. Nti what they told John Dramani Mahama prekope. No your band to want to meet friend John. To know a friend Juanita no say. Happy birthday. Yen fa man papa free papa appear stadium. Belated birthday. Belated birthday. Nkoma belated birthday. Commercial Jackson CM Wishe Enin Ernest NDC Youth Organizer Enin Ernest Wish no birthday and I would antibelated birthday and fa and command. Mamma and friend when I mean beside to reanimate Muni. Emma one casa mohontomo. See, I know Ushia Brand a champion friend, Nana Brian, Mamma. Nana Brian. Na Muni reanimate. Yes, I say, Mamba, me a pressure near
no, Nana pressure, dear. We are there in every human institution. Everybody will have an interest. Nana. And our family show. There be a Jane no poquadiment in Tassin. You see, the good thing about NPP is say, yen share NDC and boy a bra. And no dear, I can say on authority say, yen share NDC and boy a bra. Nana, as a human institution, you always have internal interest. There's a party interest, but Obia per se, oh, we do a mini papa, we do even if you are going to crab a toho cry, then you're pretty Obia, you're closer to the person, no? So, I mean, it's just one of those things. But let's allow the party processor, say, Ora Bahumia, select you. I mean, Bahumia will select someone, put it before the council.
Yeah, Ghana was say August. Nanado Fane dear August.
Make us say
any idea
when they are. I mean everything lies.
But is it not causing problem within your party? Because in the Ashanti region, Brandy Meti and Sensemunti just say I sent to quite dash and region. Yes, I'm
beyond Ashanti region. I'm telling you, beyond that. I mean, I know say the opposition also try to throw dust into people's eyes, but I think the party has been very peaceful than ever under the leadership of Uraba Omia. But the interest there, people will always have an interest. Me metia sisi and mobia minyaka minim say yedeniye running mate ebeboa. I know there I am interest, but in order not to preempt and cause havoc, no, it's better saying there be not him. But I mean it's just to make sure say you prefer studio but just in order say
was the chief of staff Edin Bemu na Toshi Edia Bem Nana Brian Edia Bem Napo Edin Wom Dr. Duchum Edin Wom Nei Kokofu Edin APA Mubi Hypo Asabi any day free mu John Kuma Din Crab APA Mubi. Any idea?
I mean, the good thing is that they are all qualified. They are all qualified, and that's the good thing. That's the beauty of the democracy we have in the NPP.
Massive.
They are all qualified.
Now, Mamiko Joshua, do you think confusion? As I asked him, say, your friend say, Baumia is confused.
There be one say, the entire was a Ghana for 2 a bit here, Dr. Mamu Baumia, any NPP, he say. Baumia will still ride on the structures of the NPP at the end of the day. And I mean, no more can say the structures of the NPP and the buo mine. And notice about me, I could not be because me ba try E11 because now do pass E11 at the board meeting, made them make a say me peneso. That shows the double standard of NPP and their flag bearer. And today, the young man out here say we're exhibiting the same thing here. So what I say, and see, Baumia has no say. Obetimi can say oh choose the random mate, but with the council of elders approve of it. Anytime because the Baumia you cannot say someone to me to be in kase. Na nando amamono, your policies be or implement here. You are not in support as the head of the economic management team. Ebiane say open so choose running meter pressures every baby bano. And the structures of the party is powerful. Such structures now choose Dr. Mamu Baumia as the running mate no. Such the same structures and never be making sure say they are going to run the country if Baumia should unfortunately become the president of the Republic of Ghana. And to me the idea can say no matter whom Dr. Mamu Baumia choose as the running mate, they are coming from the same pot. And Kwana they add nothing new to the table. Omo lead economy na mande food inflation at your mama day single digit eja o mampenyi Ekufuado ni Baumia no. And the food inflation to me twemu 50%. Afena eti aba from kakra. And then ye CD to dollar ratio. Now Baumia as the head of the economic management team say wa arrest dollar no e dis kina my GP no. And the dollar na pie amande dollar no twemu 14%. Eti whoever Dr. Mamu Baumia, Alhaji Dr. Mamu Baumia and the NPP, because the NPP I was so ultimately because Dr. Mamu Baumia cannot appoint a running mate without the structures of the NPP as a political party.
Mamen ko ewura studio hey ya brantie bi aba be kan ho ha. Na wafa yesi o NPP ni na ko Alan. And na wo so we dai aba back to NPP. Microphone mente wonka baby you should na say no mente wonka papa. Ya fra say
Nana ya sapon.
Ya fra Nana ya sapon. Na oto about constituency be.
Mr. Tewa denta but me move ko kuma sentimo afija kwabre.
Ho na oto aba. North. Member of parliament or hold the same. Oreku. Oto aba man.
And I make a number denta.
Nti afi na we move ekwo ho. Can't deputy foreign affairs. Energy. Yeah. Right. Honey area be I say meme area muntina kwabre a great yaka ho mebo a great yaka ho mebo okay ne me krom ni no I see what's me there you are live me person I want to let people understand who get who he is. That's why I asked that question. I wouldn't ask you because you are the one who did the press conference and I won't for you now ko Johnny Alan na be with
greater krato nyina medim pa
na sa na mote wo MPP MPP na wo tim no bia mpam wo hwe sa de Alan wote ne nadwuma etie na wo gini di ne wakọ support no sa time na ba wo mi aka ho but wo jai ko support Alan ntia na ide na sa
yeah kono we were with the view say ye nyina MPP for ntia serve the interest of MPP
Uko movement.
Before say yeah bekono yeah call primaries no like presidential primaries no. Nti yenyi na ye call. Say ye ko support ye papa Chief Alan. Na nyame boa na say timi fatumi na ya be DMPP anim. E ko ba say anko se ne ya hwehwe na em say ye mu bi wo ho no mo yes ye feel say we na nanke support na anya yinti ne be bi ko be di nachi. Na Emre semu na ekodi echire ni yo se niam nso nkose ne a ye hwehwe as a leader and as a movement team na ebeko kuntu oh so you dey empese ebebo bebre o
sedenti
that be yeah
omunya formidable enough.
That is what for now we can say until we want a formidable team ebe we ni power ma yen ya sebe youth na ye nyino no
na se mu wom na mu sala mbewe
I made a vehicle be as and so be very and so be defense. But the minimum say yes, supported team a bit me am when power. And we believe say
and yet movement. That team need
for
movement.
now dear entimi nko
Into me movement.
entimi
Yes, Alan Berry.
me pacho me support the team I be win near my which is the new patriotic party oh bravo say can you support your winning power keke you support your winning abeg Ghana money
send your dear man wa san back to him.
oh me de me fi kuma see be hweta
And I will buy beje wo de wo no.
Who de busa no me one Ghana ko bian for am so far my ticket is 250,000 and then measure me there
I mean, I'm sure some of these things will keep happening. My time is up.
If you are quite enough, make all weekend no. In fact, in all honesty,
If I'm a crew majority,
I am afraid a great credit so on Madame Betty Mood.
Aye.
It's in Nami one in chain.
You.
And your coffee. And in fact, if you are quite enough there, Alan, you're strong, papa.
Oh, Mimi Krumo.
Oh, yes.
Alan Jinemutin Krumo.
We went to the market testing Puntu.
Me Krum follow.
In Messin Puntu Juma boy, if you are quite enough for say the Jones are Babu. I'm telling you. So they are voting based on the economy and infrastructure. Intenya about say what betina has in our
I say honu kra ndisi belusu.
O hono de won say baby o ho a obi o ye ndon to na ba man ndisi. Aha, enti baby o comfort say obekọ alana onim say na free NPP.
Mate.
So ti ase. Enti we have done our survey, we know what we are talking
Me
about.
that's it.
Onua 95.1 FM. 95.1 FM. Yeah, Junemo.